Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube content reviewing this book, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. In this video, we will review the chapter 17 to chapter 20. This week's review will contain sentence or a dialogue that I want to mention before we get to the next part, which is resume. Next is about our opinion towards the book we have read. Anyway, you can all write your opinion on the comment section below. First of all, let me mention my favorite dialogue in this book this week. My favorite part is when Oz talks to the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, and the Lion, and he gives them what they want. He put brawn and pins in the Scarecrow hat and says now he has brains. He put a silk heart inside the Tin Woodman and say now he has a heart. He gives the Lion a green ring and says now he has courage. The words Oz says are simple, but they make his friends feel happy and proud. I like this dialogue because even if Oz is only a humbug and not a real wizard, Dorothy and friends still believed his word. The Scarecrow already had ideas, the Woodman was already kind, and the Lion was already brave. But when Oz tells them they now have what they want, they start to believe in themselves. This shows that sometimes people need someone else to remind me that they are strong and good. For me, this dialogue is important because it teaches a lesson. It shows that we already have many good things inside us, but we do not always see them. When we believe, we can feel complete, just like the Scarecrow, the Woodman, and the Lion did. That is why I feel these lines are very meaningful and it is my favorite part of this chapter this week. Alright, here's the resume of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz this week. Dorothy feels happy when Oz says he can help her go back to Kansas. He plans to build a big hot air balloon and fly with her across the desert. The people of Emerald City come and watch while Oz and the men make the balloon. Like everyone is excited because Oz will go too, since he is afraid people will not trust him anymore after they know he is a humbug. On the day the balloon is ready, a big crowd waits. Dorothy is almost inside, but Toto runs away to chase a kitten. Dorothy runs after Toto, and in that moment the rope breaks. The balloon goes up to the sky with Oz alone inside. Dorothy cries because her change to go home is gone. Her friends feel sad for her, but they tell Dorothy not to give up. The Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, and the Lion remember there is another witch, Glinda, the Good Witch of the South. Maybe she can help Dorothy, so the friends decide to travel together again, this time to the south. The people of Emerald City are kind and give them food for the road. Dorothy thanks them and starts walking with her friends. The way is long and hard, but they have hope in their hearts. On their way, they reach a forest with strange trees. The trees moved their long branches and tried to grab the travelers, pushing them back whenever they tried to pass. Dorothy and her friends feel afraid, but the Tin Woodman uses his axe bravely. He cuts the branches that attack them, and the trees cannot stop them anymore. They make a clear path and finally escape. After this, they are more careful but also more confident that they can face many dangers together. Later, they find a high wall that blocks their way. They climb over and see a wonderful country made all from China. The land is bright and shiny with china houses, animals, and people. Everything is beautiful but also very easy to break. Dorothy and her friends walk carefully because they don't want to destroy anything. Dorothy meets a china princess and wants to take her back. But the princess says she cannot live outside the land. Dorothy feels sorry and says goodbye. As they leave, they break a small church by accident, and then they climb another wall and continue their journey. And that's all. Here's a simple conclusion and the review. In the end of these chapters, Dorothy loses her change to go home with the balloon, but she does not give up. She chooses to go find Glinda in the south, and her friends stay with her. On the way, they meet many dangers like the fighting trees and also see the wonderful China country. Even if the road is hard, Dorothy keeps walking because she really wants to go back to Kansas. I like this book because the story is full of adventure and surprise. Dorothy is very brave and her friends always help her when she in the trouble. I feel like these chapters are exciting because every place they go is new and different. Sometimes the story is a little bit sad, like when the balloon fly away without Dorothy, but it also shows hope because she still has another way to try. These chapters make me want to keep reading to see if Dorothy will finally find her home again. So, that is all the review I can tell you this week. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.